Yeah,
dude, I've
Charlie Kirk
seen
thing
more
was horrific.
gore this week.
Yeah,
between the Ukrainian girl getting murdered, that horrible video, and then the Charlie Kirk thing yesterday. The close-up was horrific. His kids watched that. His wife watched that. They were there. I heard reports that as he got shot, one of his daughter like tried to run to him. I don't know if that's confirmed, but that's fucking despicable.
Did you see them carrying him to his car? And like security grabbed him and like carried him like a piece of furniture as fast as they could, put him in a car. They found the gun in the woods, I think wrapped in a blanket or something. It's an old Mauser 30-06. So he had no chance of surviving.
Deer hunting rifle tip. A 30-06 to me says deer.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, it's a classic deer hunting caliber 30-06. And also military caliber. I think it's what the BAR shot, maybe. I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. I know they make modern. There's some 308 BRs, maybe in Ohio Armory or something like that. But 30-06 is a big, fat, mean bullet. It's double the energy of like 5.56 on the target. He had no chance of surviving that to the neck. Like he was. Yeah. In the video, you see him immediately. I think it hit his spine, maybe, because he has this immediate. His whole body sort of like spasms a bit. And the amount of blood that came out of his neck, when I've shot deer in the neck, I usually try to aim for the heart lung area, but a couple times I've shot them in the neck and they die within 30 seconds. Like it's fountains of blood that come out. You've destroyed so many big blood vessels and arteries and shit. He had no chance of surviving that. When we saw it, I think we were in our like WhatsApp, me and Taylor and Chiz, and it was like, I was like, he's dead. Like 1 in a million, he's alive. It would take an actual true to God miracle for him to come out of this and like be alive. It just looked like a kill shot.
Kyle said something as we were still learning before he was even confirmed dead that FBI statistics support, and he's like, handguns wound, rifles kill. And when I found out it was a rifle shot to the neck, like I'm no expert, but I predicted dead too.
Yeah.
I will say this because I see people pointing the finger at Brazil as always. And this isn't the tool of a Brazil agent. And even if it were a Brazil agent being like, oh, I'll use an old rifle because it's untraceable, he'd mount his scope better than this. The scope is mounted so far back. I don't care what kind of eye relief you've got. They should be looking for a guy with a big black eye and a half moon cut on his eyebrow. I had a friend in high school who had a rifle with a scope poorly mounted like this, and he came to school with stitches and like a crescent moon because the recoil drives a metal scope right into your forehead really fucking hard.
Yeah. I don't think fired a 30-06. How does it compare to a shotgun in terms of kick?
That's the same.
Okay, like a Mosin Nagant sort of, right in that.
Yeah, it's a good little wallop,
Yeah,
one of those. It's got some kick to it. It wouldn't knock you on your ass or anything. Kids shoot 30-06 who are deer hunters, and when you're in the country, like I had a 7mm Magnum when I was a kid. That thing would beat the shit out of me.
How's it going, Ed? We just started discussing the Charlie Kirk horrible situation.
Probably hadn't heard about it.
Kyle, to your point, like I also don't think it's Brazil the MO to write like Antifa and like pro-trans stuff on the casings.
Did he?
That's what the Wall Street Journal reported that the ATF said.
So they found one casing. So they found the round that was fired, or the brass from the first bullet was left in the rifle. He didn't cycle the rifle. And then I think they said there's 3 more rounds in the magazine. It has an internal magazine. You just push them in from the top, clip one after another when you've got the bolt in the rear position in that rifle, I believe. So I didn't know they had written anything. I saw a picture of the guy. Looked like a white, maybe Asian guy.
I don't know. Seems like he was just a leftist that hated Charlie Kirk. I don't know about the Brazil connection conspiracy yet. I haven't done my due diligence, but
wasn't Charlie Kirk super pro Brazil?
He'd been waning on that recently, and there had been had told someone that he was worried that Brazil would kill him because of that, like a month or two ago.
I heard that.
But we're all worried that
Brazil
will kill us over our freedoms of speech. So who's to say? You know, they don't kill everybody. Just
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. See, the easiest conclusion, it was someone who hated him for his speech, and they murdered him. They assassinated him.
South Park fan, probably.
I don't think South Park had anything to do with it. It's fucking despicable, horrible.
So,
It's
I think
a
we took the episode off
disabled
broadcast.
veterans T-shirt, right? That's what I read that he's wearing.
Don't know, but if they
I'm not
said
sure.
it's so blurry there, I can make out a flag. I can see that there's like an American flag and then maybe some other symbology.
Someone on Reddit gave a link to it, and it was already sold out. And I was like,
Oh my goodness.
"Who's copying this guy?"
I wouldn't be walking around wearing that shirt today.
Right?
They got that Palantir camera scanning system looking for that thing.
Everyone's assigning the shooter to the other team. Like the lefts are like disabled veterans. You know, Charlie Kirk got this huge Brazil support, and the right hates him because of that. Or certain elements of the right hate his Brazil support, and then everyone on the right is like, clearly Charlie Kirk is a conservative. Therefore, the leftist would be most likely to shoot.
See, I hate that. I hate that because first of all, we don't know, and second of all, who fucking cares? Like it's not the policy of the right or the left to assassinate, you know, someone at a college holding a debate. That, you know, this person left leaning or right leaning is evil. Like they're I don't care what
they are evil.
Motivations were.
Yeah, and we don't know we don't know who it was yet. I mean, it was Charlie Kirk, and the Wall Street Journal and ATF are saying there were like Antifa and pro-trans messages on the casings, which leads me to believe it's very obviously a leftist. But
or a false flag.
Regardless, another horrifying response to it was the amount of the non-negligible hundreds of thousands of people like responding with glee, like laughing, cavorting, rejoicing in this guy's death. Like,
I had to get off Reddit.
I didn't want to, like, I spent more time on Reddit last night just looking through the posts. Number one, I guess the politics forum banned and was banning people for posting it. So I like went to the other big posts on it when I searched it, which is like entertainment and all these other forums. And I don't know what I expected, but it was fucking insane. The amount of people who were openly laughing, cheering, rejoicing in this very moderate conservative's death, or the people doing something like just as kind of despicable, being like, oh, fuck around and find out. Oh, he should have known that by saying things that a crazy leftist didn't like, that he was inviting a crazy leftist to kill him. And it's like, you realize in the context of this, like being murdered for speech, that your fuck around find out comments are the exact argument of an abusive spouse, an abusive parent. You're making me beat you right now. You burned dinner. You're making me do this. You spilled milk. You're making me do this. It's like, no, fuck around find out means you raised a fucking hippo and you played with it in the water and then it ate you. You shouldn't have been messing around with the hippo. Like, tacitly excusing and making, you know, mealy mouth excuses for it, like, oh, he should have known that when you say things crazy leftists don't like, they will kill you, so this is on him. It's like, I thought it was a literal majority of Reddit that was like this. There were still people who were saying this is inexcusable, I'm disgusted by the comments I'm seeing, this is immoral, it's wrong. There were still people like that, 100%, lots of them too, but they were outnumbered.
I don't understand that kind of, I remember when that you don't have to remember too hard, it was recent when that when those Democrat legislators, the husband and the wife were murdered, and then they killed their dog too. Like, I remember I watched that funeral and like, fucking dog's photos there, and I think the dog's in a coffin. It was like, what the fuck?
It was a yellow lab, right? Or a golden
something like that.
Yeah, it was like one of the friendliest, lovingest dogs you can get.
Yeah,
the guy was a fucking psycho, and he should be hanged publicly, just like this guy.
You like public hangings?
I think that in the instance of like political assassinations, you can't let those people. You don't have a long, protracted legal process.
I'm a guillotine guy. That's all I'm saying.
Fine, do a guillotine, but like, it's a huge problem that needs to stop. And it was disheartening to see the amount of people on Reddit, Blue Sky, Threads, hundreds of thousands of people, thousands of screenshots I saw. I read thousands of comments. Like you'd be told that, oh, this is very fringe. People don't celebrate this. No, lots of people do. And the fact that it was Charlie Kirk, who is like, if anyone in the audience, do you have a boomer mom and dad or boomer grandpa and grandma? That's what Charlie Kirk believed is what your grandparents believe. It's what your parents believe. Milquetoast Fox News conservatism. And that guy killed him because he sees no difference between him and like the furthest right and Adolf Hitler. And so it was a lot of right-wing people are like latching onto this, obviously, because it's a huge story, but also because it's like, oh, if you're okay with like Charlie Kirk being killed, then you'd be okay with me being killed. You'd be okay with Kyle being killed. Like the same people okay with that would make excuses for us being shot in the neck. And it is alarming.
Yes, it is. I mean, it's horrifying. And on Twitter, I mean, it was the same toxicity. The hashtag good riddance was trending. And it just that like some of it was, more veiled that, they're like you say, this is sort of, what could happen or a foreseeable outcome. But in reality, there was just so much really just an embrace of this outcome. And that's the most horrifying thing in terms of what that could devolve into. And I think that, the fact that he wasn't an elected politician, he wasn't, a member of the armed forces, to assassinate someone over free speech is terrifying to any of us that have any level of a platform or any ability to convey an opinion about any issue whatsoever. I mean, he was much more one of us than he was a congressman.
Yeah, 100%. Like, it is scary to see people killed for speech and to see a non-negligible part of the far left embracing it, cheering it, like actively excited.
I know Taylor wants to talk about that stabbing in North Carolina. Did you see the video? Did you see what happened?
I've only seen still shots of it.
Yeah, I didn't want to watch the video. It looks awful. I didn't want to see that Charlie Kirk video. I mean, I guess I was curious, but once I saw it, I was like, man, I wish I had not seen this.
So I didn't have the same I wish I didn't. I was curious and I only needed to see it. Maybe I did rewind it a couple times. People were saying he was dead for sure, and I wanted to form my own opinion because it wasn't official yet.
Same kind of.
So I watched it a couple of times. I was trying to figure out where in the neck he was shot. I don't know if I really did, but it was like, I think he's cooked. I've choked out enough times and been choked out a few times, and I'm like, yeah, you don't live very long without blood. If you're exercising, if you're working hard, you get choked out in like 3 seconds. If you're kind of resting, it takes a little bit longer. And I was like, I think this guy had like 12 seconds to live after that shot.
If it hit him in the spine, he's just instantly dead, I think.
Sure.
The blood came out the left side of his neck, it appeared. I didn't even watch the close-up. There's a close-up video, and I've seen the first like 2 seconds of it, but they're very close. And they're even from the side where the blood sprays out of. And I click off of that. I haven't seen that one. The one I saw is probably the one you saw that's a bit zoomed out, but you still see him sort of go into like a shock sort of thing, and then the blood just spray.
You guys didn't see the close-up?
I'm aware of it, but I intentionally did not watch it.
I thought the close-up I watched was a zoomed in of the same, but I'm not sure.
No, there's a close camera on it, and it's horrible. Like, he tenses up. The amount of blood that comes out immediately, it's not like a movie spray. It's just like a dam breaking of,
it's like a Kurosawa,
just a thick, and his little girl, his little children watched that from close up.
I hope not. They probably didn't see it the way we saw it. They were there or whatever. But yeah, it's like something from a Kurosawa film. It's just like a high pressure geyser of blood. It's really awful.